Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My dear sister, I'm really glad you're here today. If you're listening while feeling tired, stretched thin, or quietly overwhelmed, take a breath with me. Let's slow this moment down and invite Allah into it. Have you ever reached the end of the day and thought, I prayed, but I still feel behind. I served everyone, but I feel empty. If you're a Muslim woman juggling Deen, children, work, and yourself, and still feeling like you're failing at time, this reminder is for you. So you can move from burnout to Barakah. Not because you're lazy, not because you're disorganized, but because no one taught us how to manage time as Muslim women, with our bodies, our hearts, and our faith in mind. Today, we're not talking about doing more. We're talking about living lighter with Allah, the invisible load we carry. Let's begin with honesty. Muslim women don't just manage schedules. We manage emotions, expectations, spiritual pressure, children's needs, family obligations, work deadlines, mental exhaustion, hormonal shifts, and the quiet fear of displeasing Allah all at once. And yet, most time management advice tells us the same thing. Wake up earlier, push harder, optimize every minute. But what if your nights are broken by children? What if your energy crashes before Maghrib? What if your body was created for rhythm, not grind? Islam never asked you to live against your fitra. It asked you to live with intention, balance, and mercy. You were never meant to do it all. Here's the first truth we need to unlearn. You were never meant to do everything. Even the most righteous women didn't do it all. They did what Allah placed in their hands for that season. Barakah is not tied to how much you finish. It's tied to sincerity. A tired mother praying distractedly still earns reward, even when her toddler is climbing over her sajda. A woman working to support her family is in worship. A woman resting to preserve her health is not wasting time. Rest is not the opposite of worship. Burnout is. And this is where most of us were never taught the difference. Build your day around salah. One shift can change everything. Stop squeezing salah into life. Start building life around salah. When you see your day as spaces between prayers, something softens. Fajr becomes grounding. Dhuhr becomes a reset. Asr becomes a signal to slow down. Maghrib brings presence back into the home. Isha gives permission to rest. And here's something gentle and practical to try. After each salah, ask yourself, what is the one thing Allah wants me to give my energy to before the next prayer? Not 10 things. 1. You stop fighting time. You start moving with it. Motherhood without burnout. Let's speak honestly about motherhood. Constant motherhood with no margins is not sunnah. Yes, motherhood is honored. But exhaustion, resentment, and collapse were never the goal. Children don't need perfect routines. They need regulated mothers. And regulation doesn't mean you never cry. It means you return to calm with Allah. Again and again. Some seasons are about structure. Some seasons are about survival. And survival counts. A peaceful home matters more than a perfect one. Ambition, work, and deen. Islam does not shame ambition. You're allowed to want stability, to build something meaningful, to use your skills. But work becomes heavy when it becomes identity. When peace depends on results. When worth depends on output. Islam teaches us to work with excellence and then release. Do what Allah placed in your hands today. Leave tomorrow to Him. Choose 2 or 3 priorities, not 10. Stop when focus fades. Close your work with dua. Work with ihsan. Then let go. Self-care as an amanah. Self-care has been misunderstood. In Islam, it's not indulgence. It's trust. Your body is an amanah. Your nervous system is an amanah. Your emotional health is an amanah. Islamic self-care looks simple. Sleeping before collapse. Eating to nourish, not punish. Walking with dhikr. Sitting in silence with Allah. Saying no without explaining. You are not weak for needing rest. You are a servant of Allah caring for an amanah. Starting with yourself. The noise that steals time. We need to speak about the silent thief of Barakah. We often say, I have no time. But somehow there is time to scroll. Minutes between tasks become hours in other people's lives. The quiet moments where your heart could finally breathe with Allah get filled with noise instead. You pick up your phone in the evening just for a second and suddenly Maghrib is calling. This isn't because you are weak. It's because the world is loud. But remember, when you constantly consume, you cannot connect. Try this simple shift. Choose just one pocket of your day, maybe the hour between Maghrib and Isha where your phone waits in another room. Let that time belong only to your home, to your thoughts, to your Lord. Notice how time feels wider when the noise is lower. The emotional time drain. One of the biggest reasons we feel out of time isn't tasks. It's emotional weight. Overthinking conversations. Carrying guilt. Replaying mistakes. Comparing lives. Worrying about the future. This drains more energy than physical work. The sink can be full and you'll still feel fine. But one comment from someone you love, and your whole day collapses. Peace creates time. Anxiety consumes it. Not everything needs your emotional labor. Not everything needs your reaction. Sometimes the most productive thing you can do is breathe and trust. End your day with mercy. Here's a habit that heals more than any planner. Stop ending your nights with self-criticism. Instead of asking, what didn't I do? Ask, where did Allah help me today? What did I show up for, even while tired? What can I return to Allah before sleep? End your day with tawakkul, not regret. You are not accountable for what was beyond your capacity, only for sincerity within it. Barakah over burnout. You were never meant to manage time alone. You were meant to walk through time with Allah. Your life doesn't need more pressure. It needs more alignment. Allahumma barik lana fi awqatina. O Allah, place barakah in our time. Give us clarity without overwhelm, rest without guilt, and productivity without distance from you. Make our homes places of sakina, our work a source of reward, and our rest an act of worship. Ameen. If this spoke to your heart, comment. Barakah over burnout. So we know we're not carrying this alone.